Welcome back to What's in the Box. As I mentioned in my previous video, I would do a quick review of these stands and tell you where I picked them up. I also decided to throw in these single figure NECA stands as well. Now, I searched for these high and low on eBay and Amazon. Now, they weren't difficult to find. The problem was something decent was difficult to find. What ended up happening is I dug through Google and came up with a site called smalljoes.com. These are an Apex figure display stand. They can hold various figures. I would prefer probably 7-inch figures with these, but you could probably get two 12-inch figures on each one of these shelves, 3 if you crammed them in. But I had seen a lot of displays with collectors who just sort of laid their figures out on a Detolf shelf, 10 or 15 to a shelf, and that just didn't sit well with me. So when I decided to go to NECA, I started looking for a tiered display. As I mentioned, these are Apex display stands from smalljoes.com. They're sturdy, a nice thick plastic. They have very little give or bend in them. They're reinforced by little bracers underneath each step, and they have places where you peg in acrylic rods. Now, you don't need acrylic rods in front because the edge of the shelf actually is the stand for that area, but you would put these small acrylic rods in these pegs like so, and simply flip. Whoop. Alright, well, I didn't secure that one too well, did I? So we put that in, there we go, heard the pop, and we're good to go. So there you have it. These are about 7 inches deep, I think about 5 inches high. Each shelf is 3.5 inches. Perfect. And each shelf is about 2.5 inches high. Now these will slide right into your Detolf, will fit perfectly. I think there was about a 1/4 inch gap on either side. That's perfect. And this slid right into the back of the Detolf, right up against those gray bracers. If you own Detolfs, you know what I'm talking about. And so you can get 2 lines of figures here, and then there's a good space, probably another 6-7 inches in front of this for more figures, or like a small diorama. I would say you could get 4 figures on each one of these tiers. So that's 8 figures plus whatever you can get in front, so probably another 4. So yeah, it's a good way to display these and fairly sturdy. I think these cost what? About 12 a piece. So I ordered 4 of them. You can see 3 here. The other one's off in that direction. But I will eventually, as I start reviewing my figures, fill these shelves back here with those figures and with these stands so you can see them, in use. Now, I wasn't certain, but I had hoped that these old NECA stands would actually fit these. There's 3.5 inches here. These are supposed to be somewhere in the 3.5 inch range. Now these are no longer in production as far as I know, and that sucks. NECA, if you're listening, which I doubt you are at the moment, Randy, we need these, and we need these regularly. They're a single clear stand. They did come in black. I'd rather have clear so they're not too obvious. And they have a single peg in them, and they just help support that figure. I hate putting figures on a shelf and just letting them stand there, because eventually they're going to fall. Any accessories in their hands or anything else is going to snap. I mean, it just is. So I'll tear into these. Can't honestly remember when these were last made. Several years ago, it had to be, and I think they're about $10 for 10 stands. Now, looking at eBay and Amazon, they're ridiculously priced, at least for me, They're $20-$25 for a set of 10. I mean, $250 per stand's okay, but I'd much rather get them closer to their original price. Now, I did happen to find a seller, I'm not sure what site it was on, that were selling these for about 12 bucks for a set. So that's a good price. I went ahead and bought them, and now I want to try them out on the shelf here. Yeah, and that looks like it fits. There's very little overlap on the tier there. Let's see how many we can fit, just to see how many figures we might actually get on here. Let's see. Alright, and like I thought, that would be 4 full figures on each tier. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That gives me the opportunity to display, what, 12 figures on a single Detolf shelf and have them look pretty nice and tiered. Room for accessories. Well, that might be the iffy part. I know some of NECA stuff comes with a lot of accessories. If you wanted to do accessories as well, I think you could fit the figure and maybe 2 or 3 accessories under each figure. But you might be pushing it and may make it look a little cramped if you did that. My suggestion was the 7 inches here in front of this tier I would use for accessories, and then what figures you wanted with those accessories right there. Figures with less accessories on this shelf. But yeah, looks pretty good. Everything is well fitting. And so yeah, there you have it. The Apex display shelf, about 12 bucks at smalljoes.com, and these I believe Amazon or eBay for about 12 bucks as well. So take a chance on them if you'd like your display to look a little more uniform and not so cramped up. Yeah, I'd give them a chance. They're sturdy, they're good. Yeah, I see no problem with them whatsoever, and eventually you'll see these shelves full of them. So stay tuned until the next video, and hopefully you'll subscribe, hit the bell, like, and all that good stuff. Talk to you next time.